Go and deposit that money and just bring Taylor for them. Tell them that there's no network. That's why they did not receive alert, and see whether they will agree with that Taylor. When we look at the kind of system that we are operating, sometimes you will wonder and you will sit there imagining whether these people, they have these feelings in them that one day this office, I shall not be there again. It will be another person. Imagine a bill that has to do with them. A bill that has to do with them. The Electoral Amendment Bill 2026. This bill was assent under 24 hours. It was under 24 hours. Everything about that bill was done. On due process, this bill supposed to have followed through. After House of Rep, it will go to Senate. After Senate, it will be sent to the President. The President has 30 days to go through the bill, and a copy will be sent to the Attorney General of the Federation. A copy will be sent to ANI. A copy will also be sent to Civil Society of Nigeria to scrutinize them. In fact, even a copy is supposed to be sent to Minister of Finance so that he will scrutinize it, whether there will be financial implication. But because this bill, it's a bill that has to do with them. It's a bill that, in fact, they solely rely on this bill. Without this bill, they know that 2027 is as good as they should not be on ballot paper. They know the damage of what instant electronic transmission of result will cause them. These are same APC that today they are bragging almost everywhere in this country that Nigerians love them, Nigerians voted for them. It's all about transparency we're talking about here. It's all about transparency, nothing more. If same Nigerians love you, I don't think there's point for you to be afraid of a credible election that may even guard your result, so that there shouldn't be mogo on your result. Under 24 hours, which a bill was amended in the National Assembly and was sent to the presidency, Tinubu signed it into law immediately. Without, if I'm not mistaken, without following the due process that a copy of that bill supposed to have been sent to ANI, a copy supposed to have been sent to Civil Society, a copy supposed to have sent to Attorney General. But in this case, if it is not something that has been premeditated long ago, it was just the script that just played out at the National Assembly and the executive. How a bill of over 100 and something pages plus, how will you tell me that you have gone through all that is contained in that bill and you have agreed to it, that there's no mistake, there's no error, there's nothing anywhere in the bill? It has been premeditated. All these shenanigan things, every time when it comes to issue that has to do with them, issue that has to affect their seat directly, that is where they show you that they are active. Even the weak that you think cannot be able to do anything will be active. But if it is on normal things that has to do with the country generally, or has to do with the masses, when you ask them to go out, that's how they will go and be falling on stage anyhow. They will tell you that the stamina is not there. But it is something that has to do with the seat. They are here under 24 hours, sign a bill that nobody has scrutinized the content of that bill, because they have premeditated this thing long ago. There must always be a shenanigan. When people are protesting, people are everywhere in the National Assembly. I was telling somebody that all these things, These people have made up their mind on what to do. Nothing will change their mind. There is nothing you will do that will change their mind. Because while the country were busy trying to protest for the betterment of their electoral process, it was at that same period they knew that there will be serious focus on the National Assembly and the executive. That was when they brought up El-Rufai issue. You think they don't know what they are doing? Same period that they were doing the bill, same period there was issue of El-Rufai at the airport, El-Rufai there, just to divert the citizen attention. In fact, let me shock you. Are you aware that as immediately they were passing that bill in the National Assembly, police at the same time was using tear gas to disperse people from the National Assembly? Because it was a kind of conspiracy things. They have conspired together, premeditated these things long ago. And when one of the issues raised was that this bill, result must be transmitted electronically. What happened? They kick against it. They said no. And even when those who are in support of result transmitted electronically, their voice was even higher. There was no, in fact, I didn't even hear anybody who said that results should not be transmitted electronically. You understand? But at the end of the day, the speaker, not the government, against those who said that results should be transmitted electronically. Because all that they are doing in National Assembly is nothing. There is nothing like speaker. There is nothing like Senate president. In fact, the last time we had a Senate that was working was during Bukola Saraki as a Senate president and Yakubu Dogara as a speaker House of Rep. That was during Buhari first tenure from 2015 to 2019. If you don't know, what is there at the National Assembly today, sir? Death. Sir, just it's just a I don't even know how to even put it. National Assembly. Some people call them rubber stamp today. They are not there for you, the poor masses. They are there for themselves and the elite. When you hear the singers are singing, in your mandate we shall stand. In your mandate, you think that mandate they are talking about, is it not Tinubu mandate? Many of them will not come with that regain. They will never return to this Senate. Many of them, they can never return to this Senate. You see them. The electoral process of 2027, they don't want the repetition of what has happened in 2023 election. Therefore, they should recognize the electronic transmission. What happens to this? They immediately said that those who are in support of electronic transmission should vote. It was during that voting, people massively voted in support of electronic transmission. But what happened? The speaker clearly said they never have it. He gave it to those who kick against, and those who kick against are the minority. This thing, they are doing nothing but on the part of the bill, they are saying that in the situation where there is no network, they should recognize manual transmission of result manually. In fact, they are doing nothing but they will put the life of those ACWORK staff, the corpers, the ANEC official at risk, because there's nowhere in Nigeria today you will tell me that there's no network. In as much as all the senators today, you cannot go to bank. Let's say for instance, they sent you with sum of money to go and deposit for them in the bank. Go and deposit that money and just bring teller for them. Tell them that there's no network. That's why they did not receive alert, and see whether they will agree with that teller. You are operating a digital system and you solely believe in the digital system. But when it comes to election process, you said they should not do or they should not transmit the result electronically. Like one of the ex-annex official have said, they are going to end up putting the lives of those presiding officers at risk, because you can't tell me that there's no network to transmit result while in our mobile phone there's serious network. Then you think Nigerians are fools? They should sit like that and watch their vote taken away like that for someone? Let's wait. 2027 is just around the corner. Let's wait. Let's wait. Peace and love.